We are getting eaten by bugs here. Even though we put bug spray on, there's still tons of bugs, no-see-ums, trying to get us. And man, are they bad. It's not very much of a beach either. It's probably why it's called Rubble Beach or something like that. Anyway, Randall is out tromping in the bushes over there, trying to find a coconut. I think he's crazy because there's probably more bugs out there than right here on the beach. And I think we should go because there's so many bugs.
We're anchored at Maniack Cay, right?
Yes, in Maniack Bay.
It's a really beautiful spot, crystal clear water, and there's tame stingrays here, which is awesome. We were feeding them yesterday with some people we met. They'll come right up to you and feed right out of your hand, and they'll let you pet them. It's amazing. It's really phenomenal. But the mosquitoes here are really bad. No-see-ums even worse than the mosquitoes.
Yeah, they are these tiny, tiny, tiny little black bugs. They are smaller than a grain of sand. You can barely see them with your eyes, but you can feel them when they bite you. And it's really itchy afterwards.
Between the two of us, we probably have at least 150 bites on us. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's been a nice spot to anchor here, mostly just because it's been extremely calm, but it's also been hot.
Just the Abacos in general. Ever since we got up here, it's way hotter up here than it was down in the Exumas.
And a lot more humid, and it doesn't help that there was no wind last night, 0 wind. And some of our food isn't lasting as long, like vegetables don't last as long anymore, just sitting in the V-berth without our refrigeration. Our rice milk goes bad like on the 3rd morning, it's no good. And like canned food, like if I open a can of something and don't eat it right away, like the next day, you know, it's like starting to get questionable. So yeah, our butter's always melted, cheese goes mushy. It's we're definitely noticing summer coming on. Yeah. But we're heading next to Crab Cay. We'll probably have to motor the whole way there because there's no wind at all. There, you know, there's like little zephyrs of 2-knot gusts, but there's essentially no wind. We may take a stop on the way there if we find something interesting. We'll probably stop and get some fuel for the dinghy or something, but that's today. We're just making another little hop.
Yeah, like that boat's facing that way. That boat's facing that way. We're facing this way. And that boat's facing towards us.
Yeah.
No one knows which way we're supposed to be facing. That's funny.
We got ready to pull up anchor at Maniack Cay and noticed that it's so calm, we're not even riding at anchor. We're just floating above it like it's not even there. We've never seen conditions so calm that we could just stop and the boat would sit for hours without drifting anywhere at all.
That's funny, our anchor's like right there.
I think we're gonna drift right over and you can watch it like come up on us. It's that good, isn't it?
Yep, you can't even see the anchor. Maybe our anchor isn't even there. How did the grass get back on top of it?
Our anchor will cut below that grass, no problem. It doesn't have the hoop on it. Those other guys are having trouble because the hoop would catch the grass. Oh, here, it's facing the other direction. That's what it is.
Oh yeah,
you can see the shaft of it there. But yeah, there's no hoop on our anchor to prevent it from digging in really easily. It's Vulcan. That's great.
And this little chain did its job.
I wonder how deep the water is. It's so clear it makes it look like we're really shallow.
When I looked a few minutes ago, it was like 2.4 or something.
Okay, so pretty normal.
So like 7 feet.
Yeah. So that's pretty shallow. It's not that shallow. Like we anchor in this depth all the time.
Yeah. It's funny, the chain or the anchor is right there, and then our bow is right here, but the rope is looped all the way under and around our boat. That's funny.
This is Kenzie showing how calm it is. Balancing on one foot. It is a really calm day today. Try it on the bow pulpit, Kenzie. It'd be like our mermaid. Are we almost there, Kenzie?
No,
No?
I guess.
Yeah?
Sort of.
Almost there. How much ice cream did you eat at the last stop?
I don't know. What size of...
It was a whole thing.
It was a barrel of ice cream that was like this tall and that round.
Yeah. Was it pretty yummy?
It was really good.
What kind was it?
It was Bluebell something from Texas.
Oh, I meant what flavor?
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. Is that your favorite?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We are approaching Crab Key. There are 2 other boats anchored here, and there's a beach with palm trees. So Randall's really excited because he wants coconuts.
And Kenzie's excited because I'm not nuts off my rocker. She's always afraid if we pull into an anchorage and nobody's there that I must be crazy. Not that we found paradise. No, it's that I must be crazy because no one else wants to anchor here.
I worry about bad things happening.
Yeah. And she worries I'm crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Randall's like the smartest person I know.
Oh, thanks.
We anchored at Crab Key and we're taking a short dinghy ride over to nearby Rubble Beach on the very northern point of Great Abaco. We could see palm trees from our anchorage and I just can't resist having a look to see if I can knock a couple of drinking nuts to the ground.
That's a lot of coconuts. So yesterday I crashed my drone.
Oh, man.
I have crashed it twice now. The first time I crashed it was just a tiny little bump into the side of a hill.
And I've tipped it over into the grass once.
Oh yeah, you did. And then, but yesterday it was a real crash right into a tree limb.
At like 25 miles an hour.
I don't know if it was going
It was
quite that fast.
flying.
But I would usually fly it with the iPad, but it was dead, so I was using my phone, so it was a way smaller screen, and it was a sunny, bright day, so it was hard to see the screen. But I was filming Randall in the dinghy, and just got a little too close to some trees on accident, and crashed it, and it broke the arm on the gimbal, so the camera no longer works.
Yeah, it's a little aluminum arm that sticks down that holds the camera, and it snapped in two. It's just like...
Really brittle.
Yeah, really cheap cast aluminum, like really poor quality. Kind of like an outboard lower is made out of really, really cheap stuff. It's so hard to do this with a boat's rocking. But I was able to do a double splint on both sides with some little strips of PVC and some micro little screws, and it's pretty solid now. So hopefully, we haven't test flown it yet, but hopefully it'll work just fine.
Alright, so I just took the drone for a test drive after crashing it. Randall did a good job fixing the gimbal, and I calibrated the gimbal also, so now the picture's level. Because when I crashed it, it broke the arm on the gimbal, and so he put a splint on it, and then the camera was kind of tilted sideways. So I just calibrated it, and now it's level, and it flies perfectly fine, and I'm excited that it works still.
This is Rubble Beach at Great Abaco, right next to Rat Island. Crab. Crab Island's that little bit of a spit out there in the distance. And this is a nice little pebbly beach with some amazing coconut trees. Look at all the coconuts. Coconuts everywhere. Pretty excited about that. They're just laying on the ground. So many of them. Yeah, let's get to work.
Are you getting some?
I got one. Trying to get that big one.
Okay, keep going, hurry. There's bugs. We are getting eaten by bugs here. Even though we put bug spray on, there's still tons of bugs, no-see-ums, trying to get us. And man, are they bad. It's not very much of a beach either. It's probably why it's called Rubble Beach or something like that. Anyway, Randall is out tromping in the bushes over there, trying to find a coconut. I think he's crazy because there's probably more bugs out there than right here on the beach. And I think we should go because there's so many bugs. We did anchor a long ways away from the shore in hopes that the bugs won't come out that far. Unlike the last anchorage we were at, the bugs were out and about. Doesn't help that there's not much wind to keep them away either. So, yep, that's all.
Stick's so heavy.
Looks heavy.
These ones aren't knocking off so easy. There it is. That's cool. It's not very big.
Oh, yep, you got it.
I got it. Yeah. It's got the soft meat inside though, so no coconut cream. Good drink though. Yep, that's it. All the coconuts here are pretty small and young. There's no really mature ones with a good bit of meat in them that we can make cream out of, but we tried. It's still fun. Yeah, green. That was definitely a green flash. That's one of the most plain and clear green flashes I've ever seen.
I didn't see it go green.
You did?
No.
What are we looking at?
The red sun. We just had a really cool sunset.
Yeah, there was a really good green flash and everything. We went over to the beach earlier today, to Rebel Beach, which was pretty nice, but the bugs were just so terrible. Everywhere in the Abacos has been pretty bad, but it's been getting like continually worse on our way north and west. So we're just about locked on the boat now. We can't even go ashore really. I mean, we can go in short bursts, but we get eaten alive when we do.
Yep, I have so many bug bites.
Yeah, I think
So many.
I counted like 120 bites just on my ankles alone. Not even my calves, just not even my feet even, just my ankles. It's pretty bad. Like we're really, really eaten up. But it's still really beautiful here. The water here is just so clear and it's so calm and the sunset was gorgeous.
Yeah, we're like sitting in about, what was it, 17 feet of water, and we can see the grains of sand on the bottom, the strands of grass growing.
Yeah, like you could see a pop bottle down there. It's so clear.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, I saw a tire when we were coming into the anchorage.
Yeah.
Random tire.
Yeah.
But it is so calm out here. It's just like silky, flat, shiny water.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's amazing. This is the ocean.
Yeah.
And that goes out to the ocean towards Florida. We've seen it this calm a couple of times. Okay, like maybe once or twice in Oregon. That was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Except there were swells on it still.
Yeah, this has no swells at all.
Yeah. And Oregon may have been this clear to the bottom, but you can't tell because it was like 200 feet deep out there. It does get pretty clear water out there on the coast of Oregon once in a while. Sometimes it's terrible, but every once in a while you get pretty clean water. Yep, just enjoying ourselves. It's been pretty chill and laid back. Like we haven't been having a whole lot of adventures ashore because of the bugs.
Well, there's not really as much to go see and do here as there was in the Exumas.
We got spoiled in the Exumas, man. I was like, I had in my mind that the whole of the Bahamas was gonna be like that, but it's a unique, special place. I'm glad we spent basically our whole time there because that was just phenomenal. I could have spent, another month there for sure.
Yeah, I think if we come back, we'll probably just stay down there the whole time. Not really worry about coming up here. I mean, it's beautiful and nice and everything. It's just, it's not the same. It's different.
It's not. Yeah, the beaches aren't quite as like expansive and sandy as down there, and there's good diving here though. That's one thing there is here is really great diving. The Exumas didn't have all that much coral life really.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want to dive, this is for sure the place. Rose Island was gorgeous too by Nassau, but everywhere up here there's a fringe outer reef here and it's just brilliant. It's absolutely beautiful. And definitely like a difference in the sea life on the reefs too. Like I'm seeing a totally different set of fish. Like some the same obviously, but at least half the fish are completely different from there to here. It's pretty interesting to see the geographical change over just a few hundred miles.
Yeah. We stopped at Spanish Wells Marina.
Yeah, it was a great spot to stop and get some fuel. They had a nice little store, pretty well stocked, and reasonable prices actually. Usually those smaller stores are kind of ridiculously priced. Like we've seen like $6 for like a can of beans or soup or something, and it wasn't bad. There was like $2.50, which isn't all that terrible. It's like gas station prices back home, I guess. But if you needed something, it was there.
Yep. And we got fuel and ice cream, and Randall got a cold Sprite.
It was nice
to quench his thirst.
Cold to drink, yeah.
And it was surprising. The marina there was like empty. It had like 2 or 3 boats in it. It was all. There's a couple more in there now since we left, but
yeah, there's only 2 boats. Well, there was 1 boat there, one arriving like 2 minutes ahead of us, and us. That was all that was there.
While we were there, and then another boat went in while we were motoring away, and then I
Yeah.
think another boat just got in. I heard on the radio.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool
peaceful.
spot. But if you want to go
Nice
to a
people.
nice marina where there's not very many people, and that's a really good spot to go. They have, I guess it's a private island. The guy
Most of them are. Most of those
the
smaller
guy
marina islands are
working there
private.
told us. Yeah.
Yeah, like Highborn Key is a private key, and a lot of the other ones. Yep, we had a little bit of fried rice, not very much, just a little bit, because we only had like maybe a cup of rice left that was already cooked up.
We didn't want to cook more yet.
Yeah, we're kind of lazy.
I'm sure we'll have second dinner later.
Yeah, I was gonna have some more chili and beans on some rice, but it was already going bad.
You just opened it yesterday.
Yeah, I opened it yesterday, like about the same time. So, but it's hot, like, you know, I mean, if it's cool outside, the can of chili will keep just fine till the next day. But when it's hot like this, there's no way.
Yeah, so I guess Randall's food is going quickly into
Yeah,
waste.
it's true. But that's okay. We're on the home stretch now.
Yep. We're going to get back to Florida and we're going to have Domino's pizza,
That's
cheesy
right.
bread, and chicken nuggets, and ice cream,
Real tacos.
and Randall wants tacos.
Oh yeah, and milk. My rice milk went bad after
yeah.
3 days on the boat. Usually it'd go over a week without any trouble, like plenty of time to finish it. But third day, breakfast on the third day, it was already bad, which was kind of a shame.
Was that your last one?
Yeah, that was my last one. It wouldn't really matter if it was, though, because you can't drink it fast enough to make worthwhile opening one anyhow.
Yeah.
Yep. That's life without a fridge. It was actually not a trouble at all in the first half of the trips. It was pretty cool in the bilge, but the water temperature is definitely up and things are a bit warmer.
Yeah.
It's nice for swimming, though. I just went for a swim. This is the warmest water we've seen yet. It was like really warm pool water, like really nice. Not chilly at all. We blew our conch shells, sort of. We're still not very good at it, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's nobody around, though, that's answering tonight.
Nobody answered us.
Nope, we're all alone in our conch blowing tonight.
We are in our 5th month of
Jobless, wandering
unemployment.
vagabonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's been so long. It's been like almost, half a year.
Yeah.
That just went by so fast.
Yeah, we've only been on the boat like 4 months, but we spent a lot of time getting here.
Yeah, like a good solid month and a half
Yeah.
to get here to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we have to go back and get jobs again.
Yep, on with a new adventure. We're excited about that too, though. Like, we're really heartbroken to have to sell the boat.
Yeah.
Which we unfortunately do because we're out of money. But we're excited to see the next phase of life too. More adventures in southern Utah. And we're really hoping that our future has another boat in it someday.
Someday.
Yeah.